Hey guys, this is Malakith and this is episode 33 of my Crusader Kings 2 campaign. So as we saw last episode, our king died and we now have another one. Let's take a quick look at him as I never got round to it. So as you can see, he's currently got the Stay Strong temporary buff, which is where he gets a bonus to church opinion. You saw that last episode. He's a brilliant strategist, implied by his huge martial value there, with the bracketed state martial value of 41. He's excommunicated. I don't quite get why he managed to get excommunicated. I mean, I understand why his father was excommunicated because he was busy attacking Wales, but at the time that this guy got excommunicated, he was busy fighting Muslims in Spain, so I'm not really sure why that one came about. He's gluttonous, slothful, lustful, so all the sins, but apparently he's honest and gregarious, which is a very odd mix of traits, really. Let's take a quick look at his wife. So she's exceptionally good at intrigue and really hates her husband. This could be a good time to try and get a plot to deal with her, I think. She's an intricate web weaver. That said, she's going to be difficult to get rid of, I think, because of those stats. She's got a stutter. She's into falconry. She's gluttonous, deceitful, shy, craven, so she's a coward, but somehow just. So there's not much more I can say about her. She's got some claims on, what is that, Dukedom Munster, County of Tyrconnell, County of Ulster. I'm probably really going to want to deal with her, but for now I have bigger issues. Let's have a quick look at the world map. So as you can see, we hold all of Ireland, part of Scotland, a tiny bit of Wales, and we just expanded our empire down here in Spain. There's one Muslim province left, which I do have a ducal claim on due to the area it's in. So I could quite easily go and attack them if I wanted to. The Muslims on North Africa seem to be getting themselves organised, although there's a bit of fighting going on over here with rebels. France is in the middle of a massive upheaval. You've got several rebellious factions going on. What's going on in here? The Holy Roman Empire looks like it's having a similar issue, but it does seem to be getting them under control. The Kaiser's busy capturing them all back, although Bavaria here's quite a large upstart. Norway's managed to randomly pop up in the middle there. The Golden Horde is currently losing land to these pagan tribes. In fact, it's losing land all over the place. The rebels are popping up to take it back off of them again. The Orkney looks a bit better placed, but even they've had some huge rebellions going on. Similarly, the Byzantine Empire, they've got rebellions all over the place. It seems it's the time of upheaval. Sweden as well, they've got someone else popping up here. Norway, surprisingly, is relatively stable, which makes a change for them. Who's taking the Teutonic Order as territory? The Duke of Karelia. Okay. Well, anyway, let's go back to dealing with Ireland's issues. So we've called a grand tournament, which should be happening soon, which hopefully will get everyone's happiness up a bit. We've only got one vassal who's likely to revolt, and he owns one county, two counties. He owns 3 counties in a barony. I think there's one here and a couple down in Spain somewhere. If he does rebel, it should be fairly easy to put down. He's not a duke of anything, so he's got no sway over other people really, unless he's got some diplomacy actions going on. But we've got 3 titles we can usurp. The Emirate of the Algarve might be a good one, along with the Dukedom of Galicia. Now I can afford that at the moment. Let's see. Its de jure is those 2 territories, so I don't know why I have more claim over it than they do, and I suspect they'll try and usurp it back straight away, so I may just leave that for the moment until I can actually do something about it. This one I would usurp, but if we're going to kick that guy in the face and take the last of his land, then it should come to us anyway, or it should just be there to be claimed later. And the last one's a dukedom back here in Ireland, which I'm not overly interested in. We've got a righteous imprisonment of that duke for wanting to lower Crown authority. So I can't demand he ends his plot because he just has a base reluctance and I don't really have a power base yet because I'm still new to the throne. Vassal armies are raised too long. That's been resolved now as I've stopped fighting. All the troops have gone. Pick an ambition. Currently, we're calling a grand tournament. At some point I want to issue a repentance, but I need some more money for that. This is the guy that's likely to revolt. Known plots. So he's got backers. My court chaplain, my uncle and somebody else to lower Crown authority in Ireland. But we'll see about that. I've already shown you the ducal claim, so that's pretty much it. So let's continue. I've got a hostile siege. Where was that? That was some rebels up here. But it looks like the army of Castile is going to deal with it on their own. So we'll keep an eye on how that progresses, and if I have to walk in and help, then so be it. Smallpox outbreak, nothing really to worry about. Somehow I think the rebels will win that one. There we go. Okay. Let's raise the local troops. What's left of them anyway after the war. It's time for the tournament. What's this? For too long, the Crown has restricted our historic rights and liberties. They want to lower Crown authority or face the consequences. So I can say I will not be blackmailed. So it's mostly southern Spain and that southeastern part of Ireland. The sound won't be blackmailed. And there's our rebellion. So I do manage to gain a stewardship point from the tournament. Alright, time to raise all the troops. See if we can call some allies. Who are we requesting? Norway. He hasn't really got anyone nearby, but I'll send him the request anyway. So I need a new Chancellor. Let's give it to the Duke of Galloway. Try and keep him happy. And a new chaplain. It's going to have to be that guy. Now, anyway, let's raise my personal levies and raise the realm levies. I do love how I have men over here randomly. Alright, time to start getting this lot organised. Let's have you guys form a force down here. And everyone else form up there. I think I'm going to be undermanned in Spain for now. Ireland, on the other hand, looks a bit better off. So how many men we got there? So send those two that way. You guys can all meet up in the central area. Just turn it down one slot. So, the Golden Horde converts. I've converted to the Orthodox faith. It's an interesting change. So this defeat was the troops that got raised on that rebel province, unfortunately. So those guys should be able to siege that quite happily amongst themselves. So the King of Norway can't join my war at the moment. Kind of didn't expect him to, really. Let's go have a look at what's happening in Spain. So the troops are mounting together. You guys go to there. And we want this army grouping up over here. Let's group them together. So they're one solid army. Same with these guys. And let's put some decent characters in charge of them. And we've still got men grouping up here. So they're now sieging that province, that's good. There is smallpox there, which is probably a bad place to be sieging, but a bit late for that. Okay, those guys are going to get jumped horribly. I'd rather not just lose them, so I'll dismiss them with the magic teleport button of win. Group these guys together. Tell them to head that way initially. Should redirect those guys, and then we can march them in on top of them. See if they get there in time. Oh. So we've had someone win the tournament, which is still going on in the middle of a war. Don't quite get how that would happen, but they've just had a lot of reinforcements come up. A lot of people are happier now. Where's my council? Let's have him train troops in Connaught instead. How's that siege going? They're going fine. You guys can go join over there. Meanwhile down in Spain, this army's mostly grouped up now. I don't think it's big enough to be dealing with that one entirely on its own. But we'll see how that progresses. Up here we're starting to make them flee. They've got some reinforcements come in. But hopefully we should chase most of them off because one of their flanks has gone. Oh no, they've had more reinforcements. Defeat somewhere? Where's that? Ah, he's got an army sieging down here on the coast. That's unfortunate. In fact, do I want to deal with him? No, I need to stop dividing my forces and start concentrating on one side with both armies. So we'll march these guys away before this lot show up. How's this fight going? We should get a victory there. Yep. They're running back to Connaught. Now, can I pull a fast one? And hire a mercenary band on their head. Let's see. You. And then you chase them. Now that's up there dealt with. Let's go back to checking down here. Okay, so I want to march over to there. Actually, let's just group them up into one big army. had a defeat, but that was the mercenaries because they didn't have the chance to get their morale up and the reinforcements didn't quite arrive when I was hoping they would. We have just beaten off the defenders though. The survivors. Let's check down here. Things aren't going too badly. They're not going well, but it's going to be a long war with this many people rebelling, so... Ah, the king got third in the melee, so I gained some gold and a lot of prestige. Excellent. So that running army ran straight into my mercenaries. And was brutally cut down. So... send one army that way, one army this way, and go back down to Spain. Okay, those two are nearly grouped up, that's good. Let's wait for this army. So we might get to him in time. Meanwhile down here, let's group these two up. Throw them in against those guys to break that siege. Are we going to catch him? No, he's got away. Going to have to chase him around the map now, I think. So we had a victory up here. Do we own that whole province now? It seems so, so these guys can come down and help out. Meanwhile, over here, I'm conscious of those rebels, but I need to win this war basically. This large number as people can find. Yep. Ah, he's got away. Will I catch him this time? Come on. No! Damn you. Okay, so we've had a victory up here. And we've imprisoned one of the mayors. You guys can run that way to chase him. Meanwhile, that army can siege. Let's dump you guys into Leinster. Meanwhile, down here, I should have an opportunity here. If these guys march in, they'll start fighting against the Castile army and I can come in on top of them. Who's that? My son has usurped the title Dukedom of Galicia from this guy. Good for you. Learning young. Alright, so we're just waiting for this army here. Come on, Baron of Toledo. Give it your best shot. So we're still chasing these survivors around the map. There's too many troops there for us to siege, but we keep them locked in at least. Where is this siege? So the rebels are getting close to winning. I've got enough troops up here to deal with them. I'm just waiting for this army. There we go. Let's go in and help them out. locks them in place, so that means they can't run away from me. Meanwhile up here we're just finishing these rebels off. Oh, they've still got away. Let's just continue hunting them down. Should get in there before they can get away. Come on, jump across. Oh, you're taking the piss. Okay, up here, what happened? Cool, we finished off those rebels. And we can go in and siege Ormond. Now, the Duke of Leinster's the main troublemaker. So if I can deal with these provinces, it may well end the entire rebellion. Hopefully I can actually catch these guys this time. They seem to be exceptionally quick at running, although he's just changed his mind there, so I should have him now. Defenders sallied forth, and surrender will come sooner because they got slaughtered. Come on, army. Good. This flank is decimating, so is this one. They're in retreat. Both flanks are in retreat, it's just the centre of the enemy army now. And that's gone. So I just have to hunt down the survivors now. We somehow managed to flee instantly. Although, I should really deal with those rebels before they successfully complete their siege. They're at 86% now. Can't recruit any more troops from anywhere, I don't think. I've got the siege of Kilkenny. So that's one of those provinces taken. Starting to lose. So he's at 51% because he's losing horribly. These guys have their own little percentages. Or is this just their contributions to the war? No, okay, that's their contributions to the war. But my war score, I'm winning on both battles and occupation. Although I've got a -1% on Silves, which is that province where they managed to capture very early on a territory off me. They took the bishopric. How many being sieged there? There's not that many. Which one of these is the mercenary army? That's the king's army. That's the mercenaries. Really, I want these two armies to swap. Let's see, because if I move those guys in here, they can take over the siege. Because there's only 623 defenders. Move the mercenaries up to Ossory. Then with the King's army, let's create a new unit. Send those troops down to help those. And the remainder of the King's men over to here. And we should be able to successfully siege all three in one go. Meanwhile, we're about to go kill these rebels. This was a peasant rebellion. Ah, just as they capture it, I wasn't quite quick enough. It seems other provinces are joining in. There's Visaya. So these guys, which are still loyal to me, are helping me out here, sieging Toledo for me. What's this? Grenaders in here taking out the last Muslim province. So this battle is over. Those rebels. So I've got to siege them down. I was hoping it'd be a bit quicker, but unfortunately they did manage to take the castle off me before I got there. Speed it up a little bit. It's going down quite nicely. The enemy's just started to pair us sieges. Who's this? The Mayor of Wexford. I'll put him under house arrest and I'll release him later. This army's dying under its own troops. Not enough supply. How's things up here? They're all going well. Let's just merge those two armies while I can. That province is back to being completely mine. So now we march down this way. Defenders successfully sallied out. It's unfortunate. So this is the first one that's likely to fall, because again they're sieging the bishop's county as before the castle, which I guess is the downside of putting a bishop in charge. My army might get there in time, but I don't think they will. Oh no, they've seen the army coming and they're running. They managed to complete their siege just before I got there and wiped them out. Cheeky buggers. All 12 of them that survived in the castle. Who then almost instantly surrender. So the only army of the enemies left really is here in Evora. They're quite low on morale already, so now's probably the time to strike, even though there is a river to attack across. What's this? A rather heated discussion between myself and the stable master caught Queen Mother Alinor attentions, and after listening to us both, she settled the matter between me and the stable master in a fair way. I got the horse and the stable master got the coin. That's fine. Intrigue advances siege. Nice. There's a plot where my wife wants to kill me. Excellent. You. Jail. Now. Goodbye. So we can call France in as an ally for something now. But anyway, we've got a battle going on. Doesn't look like it's quite going as well as I'd hoped, maybe. Let's have a quick look at it. It looks like this flank may do well, but the middle's failing. So it depends how quickly these guys come to the reinforcements. Oh no, we managed to push it. Nice. So we had a nice victory there. Still chasing down the survivors, it seems. Let's just go have a look and see what's happening in Ireland quickly. So those sieges are all going fine. It looks like the enemy can't run away. I keep getting thrown back into the fight with him. Peasants revolt. Yep, he's got nowhere to run, it seems. And that's that Enemy army completely annihilated. Can I get reinforcements from anywhere? There's a few. Let's see what happens. There's 4,000 available somewhere. Oh no, it's raised, so unraised, so there's about 2,000 available somewhere. I'm guessing they're scattered about all over the place. Yep, looks like it. Let's back these guys off while they're on low morale. So, defeating a siege. Ah, that army of rebels just took the castle straight back. Let's raise these troops while I think of it. Before the enemy armies appear in too many places. So you guys need to group up somewhere. How's it going up here? We're starting to take the main guy behind the rebellion's provinces off of him. That one's about to fall. That one's not far behind it, which is their main castle as well, so that whole province should fall fairly soon. Try and head off this tiny army here. Oh, no, wait. Just spotted the reinforcements coming up from behind. We'll meet up with the main force first. Send them in. That's them dealt with. So there's some more sieges up in Ireland going nicely. Right, let's deal with these. Actually, I'm going to come around from a side that doesn't have a river. So these sieges are going really well, actually. Not enough to siege there. This one's down to its last town. There's not really much I can do to transfer the troops around. I'd be cutting it really fine in all directions if I did so. So... get rid of these rebels. Let's just go in there. So they're mostly peasants. France has just taken that last province. Yep, so that's the rebels done. Or the peasant rebels anyway. I could try and call France in to help, but I think I've nearly got this now. He's still got big issues of his own. So how's my allies here doing? Pretty well. Siege camp hit by raiders, not much I can do about that. Okay, let's get down here. So we managed to win a siege. Where was that? This province? No, not quite. So we got one more in there to get. That one's on its last legs. next tick round that should fall. So yep, that entire province is now mine. Let's march them into there. The entire province is mine as well. Let's march them into there. I think what I'll do is call up some boats. There's that mercenary army. We'll send them over to deal with this Welsh province. Although he may well be willing to surrender now. Let's see if we can offer peace. Force demands. Nope, he won't give up yet. $85% isn't enough of an arse kicking for him. Let's merge those two together and march them off onto his territory. Meanwhile, let's raise more troops up here where I can. Get them in there. So down here we're sieging one of his provinces. It should fall fairly quickly. These guys can group up. Those boats, they're sieging there quite happily. Yeah, the Count of Toledo's lost his dukedom to the... who's this? The Duke of Navarre? That's would be the ally here that came in and gave them a kicking for me. Dismiss those boats for a minute. How's this siege going? Nearly done. Apparently the temptations are everywhere, the inviting glances, the luscious bodies and the alluring fragrances. So I can go, no I will not get in, get piety and celibacy, or gain prestige and hedonism. Given that he's already got one bastard, I'm going to go with the celibacy trait. So we lost a siege, which was down here. What did they take? Oh, they took the bishop's land again. Meanwhile, we're about to finish taking this entire province. So that's bumped it to 99%. He's still not willing to give up. Well then. I know, there's still one more bishop's thing there. After a long, long time, it feels like I could bear to live in complete celibacy for the rest of my life. Maybe later, gain 20 prestige. And someone else declares war. How nice for them. Is that more territory down here? Yep. And he's got quite a few troops. So I need to knock this one on the head quickly. This territory's dropping like crazy. Come on. That's you. So you should surrender now. What are my demands? He loses prestige and I gain some. Fine. So that was all just about lowering crown authority. Who can I righteously imprison? Oh, lots of people. So his opinion of me isn't so bad. My opinion of him is terrible. But he is helping defend. These guys like me considerably less. What's their vassal may revolt? Duke of Toledo. Who's his heir? The steward. So let's imprison him. And let's imprison him as well. Meanwhile, we're going to let... is it the Duke of Wexford? Mayor of Wexford. We'll let him go, because he was just in the fight and got captured. And that should improve my relations with lots of other people. So that army can go into there and deal with them. And again, we need some boats. Pick up my mercenaries. Oh, lots of lovely troops from these provinces that were fighting. So, oh, his army managed to escape. Let's get them down there. Hopefully he's marching into here. Yes, he is. Get him. He tries to run, which you probably succeed in doing. Yep. But I should get him this time. That's a small gap to jump. Gotcha. Okay, let's have a look elsewhere quickly. So this army's amassing and it's vastly outnumbering him. That army's mostly destroyed. Let's raise some more troops if I've got them. Send them in there. Meanwhile, back here, let's march those mercenaries. These guys, I'll just dismiss them. They're too far behind already. Nice large army, send up the middle, just to try and stop them running away quite so much. These guys can go in and siege there. Park those boats. They can dismiss. So we're now sieging all his provinces, and this army should be able to go in and smash whatever he has there. It's running. It's trying to get to Navarre. Which, amusingly, isn't owned by the Duke of Navarre, because the Duke of Galloway came and took it off him. The prayers of the Prince Archbishop has not gone unnoticed. Is there such a thing as a limit to my power? So, where is he? Let's revoke his title. Is that his only title? And then we'll release him, because we're nice like that. What does this guy think of me? Let's grant him a landed title. Dukedom of Beja. Congratulations, you weren't such an arsehole to rebel against me. Have a promotion. You think you're going in there? I think not. Ah, now he's going to attack that province. Smallpox. Okay, I'll let you walk back into there then. Let's just go have a check on Ireland quickly. Yep, everything's going fine up there. We'll wait for these guys to march in like that and then hit them. Should catch him. Come on. Yes. So I'm attacking across a river, but it shouldn't matter. He's running. That middle and the other flank. Yep, they're running as well. Where are they running? I can't quite see. Oh. Straight into there. Where they'll get finished by another army. Let's continue chasing the survivors around. Just to add misery to their already bad day. Peasants have revolted in Navarre. It's definitely not an Irish military campaign without peasants revolting. Okay, that's the main rebel armies dealt with. Just got this peasant revolt and we've got to siege them down. So I'm going to accelerate time. There we go. Peasants dealt with. Siege going well. Let's have a look at the intrigue quickly, and I can issue a declaration of repentance. Your guest has tragically been killed during the tournament. Most unfortunate, or don't bother me with the details. So my steward just dropped dead, and the Holy Father has agreed to lift the excommunication against me for silly amounts of money. Okay, now where were those mercenaries? Dismiss them, so I don't run into money issues. The Queen has died in jail. Who can I righteously imprison? Oh, that's the people that was causing issues before. So we'll get rid of that one. Steward. do. These guys all love me. Ruler is unmarried. Press a ducal claim. Where's that? Oh, in there. Not sure I want to though. There, however, is another matter which I'll come back to later. And my ruler is unmarried. But he has plenty of kids. Okay, let's see. The King of Wales. No, he doesn't have anyone interesting for me to marry. That's Scottish. Ah, so if I marry the heir of Scotland and then assassinate King James I of Scotland, so nice. Majority of the population of Pharaoh is converted to Catholicism. Excellent. Child doesn't have a guardian. Let's put her with this guy. Go. Wait for the marriage thing to come through. I can make them pay for it, or I can gain prestige. I'll make them pay for it. Okay, so he's accepted. Now then, choose a plot to kill the king. Okay. Now, who do I want to invite? Potentially useful people, plot power. Roger, Mayor of Inverness, 264%. You, sir, consider yourself invited. He's going to back the plot. So, where's my intrigue? Plot power 200 and... So I can kill the king, 90% chance he dies, 10% chance I'm discovered. And I think, guys, right there I am going to end the episode, just to leave you on a cliffhanger and annoy you like crazy. So, make sure you come into the next episode, and you may see me gain the entirety of Scotland in one click of the button. Thanks for watching.